What's up, guys? It's your boy Henry here. Welcome back to another market update. All right, so I must apologize for my absence over the last few days. I told you guys I was going to Rhode Island. I ended up we came back Tuesday night, and I just ended up having a lot going on yesterday, so I did not end up making a video yesterday. But I will be back with the consistent market updates each trading day, along with the weekly analysis coming out on Sunday. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot that happened while we were not making these updates, and we got to talk about them. All right, so we didn't get the 100 basis point hike, which I think is a mistake, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. I do believe that as of the numbers, like the numbers that just came out, the GDP numbers that are negative numbers, which means we are in a recession. As of those, we should be heading lower, and these are just this is another catalyst that I knew that was is it the 29th? I knew there was I don't know, I don't even have like a date, or not a date. I don't have a catalyst in my calendar. I just wrote bad catalyst on the 29th, and I have no idea what it means. So I'm gonna have to look at that. But either way, we did have today the GDP numbers coming out, and dude, if the market is realizing that everyone's in a recession, that we're in a recession, I would imagine that that means we're going to start going back down. Okay, now aside from that, we're just gonna look at the technicals in this video because, and I'm gonna go over what I did over the last few days, surrounding the trade that we were partaking in. All right. So first of all, I'm going to go over that trade just so we're all on the same page moving forward. All right. The trade was not the best of trades, but luckily I did end up taking a decent amount of profits on the day we just completely died. Because, like, why not, guys? I preach on this channel that profits very much so should be taken. It's the only way that I've seen my account just steadily go up, even if it's not like I've been very vocal about how I have missed a lot of these 300 to, like, we'll say 300 like 600% gainers on the, honestly 300% to like 1000% gainers on the QQQ and SPY. Like, I've missed a lot of them. I've taken my profits very early on this whole rip. I took my profits very early. Like this, it's good to take your profits, but here where you're just ripping, you're like, you might feel like an idiot for taking profits, but in reality, if you didn't take profits somewhere along the way, like, how do you know this wouldn't have happened earlier? I mean, we did, because that's what we were literally talking about for a while. But my point is, it is the only way to make sure your account is steadily going up. All right, because there could be a day like this where we are preparing for a specific catalyst, which was July 27th. We are preparing for we're preparing for the market to absolutely tank. Now, it is a good thing. It is a very good thing that the market started tanking before then, because we got an opportunity to take profits. I'm not going to say that was the best that could have turned out. It was very far from the best. All right. I didn't even play the upside on this just because I don't trust this move. I'm still playing the downside. But I'm going to tell you guys now what I did. Okay. So I didn't end up taking a decent amount of profits. I told you guys my plan, all right? I had July 29. I was pretty heavy into the July 29. I told you guys the positions were about even. But yeah, so I cut the July 29s. I kept the August ones. And what I did is I added back on this big, we had such a big green day. My feelings, my no, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I was trying to say my condolences. My condolences go out to you if anybody was just sitting there holding short, because I'm just gonna say what I had, like, was just getting absolutely shat on. Okay, like, but what I did do is anything I sold here, I added to the August 5th position here, and I added the 300s on QQQ, and then I averaged down on the 290s. But yeah, like I said, my condolences goes out to your account if you were sitting there holding short right here. So what I did is I cut almost all of my puts right on the spot. Any remaining puts that I had when that news came out that we had a 75 basis point hike coming. Yeah, I was not holding for that. It was pretty expected. Okay, if that, Like that was what the market was 70% priced in at, and then there was only like a 30% chance at the 100 basis point hike. So if the 100 BP hike came, well, yeah, guys, you would have seen it come like down here in like one or two trading days. It would have just whoop, it would have just fell off a cliff, and then it most likely would have came right back here to this low. But that did not happen. It didn't happen because the expected was what came true. Okay, so now it started taking away that whole 30% probability of the 100 BP hike, and it started putting it all towards what just happened, and that caused the market to rally. But what I will tell you guys right here is we are seeing divergence right here. All right, notice how we're hitting the same exact area we were over here. All right around 308. But your oscillators are like way lower than where they were here. I'm just saying that's a sign of bearish divergence. All right. Well, I'm not going to say like it has formed. Okay. No, we very much so could be going higher, going up here. We make the higher high here, and then boom, there's no divergence. So when I say it's a sign of divergence forming, okay, yeah, it's a sign that it's forming. It hasn't formed yet. It's not complete. It's not like it started turning around like here where like you can see there's no divergence. Either way, yeah. All right. I don't think this is gonna last. I personally also believe that once the market just realizes that we are in a recession, and now it's 100% official, and that the current officials, government officials, and the Fed, they've been trying to hide and change and just yeah, pretty much change what a recession is. Like technically, I'm pretty sure we were already in a recession last quarter. But why has everybody been just asking the question? Hey, are we in a recession? We're gonna be entering a recession. When's the recession started? The recession started. It had to have started. Like look at everything's bad. Everything's down bad. Okay. But yeah, the reason the 75 basis point hike, I was just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna hold to this. Guys, it's a pretty obvious rally right there. All right, I told you guys I wasn't gonna make a video yesterday, but well, I told you guys I would be back on Wednesday, so that's why I said my apologies in the beginning. I was just still extremely tired from what happened yesterday, and I had to do what I had to do. And yeah. But yeah, okay, it rallied because it was just extremely obvious. The market just had to take away that 30% the chance of the 100 BP hike because it didn't happen. So it was an immediate catalyst for a rally. So I cut those and I ended up adding those back into the August 5th. I got the 290s and the 300s. I'm heavier on the 300s now, but I did add a lot of the 290s, and holy cow, was I buying these way cheaper back there. But again, I'm just going to preach it a little louder. Guys, the point of profits is to make sure your count isn't going down, okay? If I didn't do that, I would have been at... That's why I said my condolences for whoever just held short. I'm sure there were a few of you out there, all right? I saw what I had just got absolutely demolished. It got absolutely demolished. What I held, it just got demolished. It was just eaten. But I do think, guys, we're still about to fall off a cliff. I do think, I mean, either way, oscillators are back. They're over in the overbought region. All right, SPY has came up and filled the gap. Very unexpected that we did it that day, but hey, guys, it needed to happen because now the SPY can just move free, and all the indices can just... I bet we have it on the DAA. I didn't even check. Okay, we have that gap has been filled. IWM, that gap's been filled. Now, what do we have still on the chart? Below where we are, we have gaps. Okay, and we have this one right here, and we can come all the way. We can just zoom right in there. Oh, and good morning, guys. It is 9:07 in the morning, coming at you live. But yeah, good morning, guys. 287.56, that is our gap fill line. And the VIX, guys, the VIX is still oversold on the daily chart. And guys, I've been preaching the same exact thing for like weeks now. Since we literally bought the bottom over here, I've been preaching the same exact thing. The weekly chart is bullish as shit. All right, eventually it's gonna take place. We're gonna see this divergence start playing out. All right, which I think this is probably the start of that move, but I still think we're gonna have a pullback because I said it doesn't make sense for us to start going on this massive monster rip before a sell-off. Now, here are my thoughts, okay? We're going to come back to the big picture point of view because that is what we do here on the channel, all right? So the big picture point of view, That's where we combine the technicals with the current events. Okay, with just, I don't know, it's everything. It's literally any factor that can be affecting us is going to be considered into this big picture point of view. Okay, the weekly chart is getting ready to rip. You're curving slightly. Momentum is honestly, this is a hangman candle. We are probably going to continue going higher, just off of that I don't know, I'm having a brain fart. It's early. I just woke up like half an hour ago. No, I didn't. I woke up like an hour ago. I got pups, guys. They're like cutest things in the world, and holy crap, they got balls of energy, or they are balls of energy. I don't know. Hangman, what was I gonna say? Tested performance. That's what I was gonna say. Test performance is bullish continuation. Honestly, I don't think this is gonna end the week out being that candle though. So that is looking good. But what I have been preaching is that the daily charts need to come back. I'm sorry, that was like a ball of ADHD farts in your face right there. I'm sorry. That was, you just saw firsthand. Like ADHD is literally, or ADD, ADHD, whatever you got. Like if you got it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You will just lose your train of thought in the middle of your, like whatever you're saying, and it'll just come back eventually. I don't know. It takes time. But yeah, daily charts have to come all the way down here before we start this monster rip. It just makes sense. Okay, it makes sense that that is what would happen. And I'm saying here on the channel, I'm making a statement that I think that is what is going to be happening. All right, now VIX is in the oversold territory while we're still in the overbought territory over here. Your gaps have just filled. All right, I think it's very probable that you still start turning down. We just got told we're in a recession. Like, what's happening now? I'm sure you guys watched this for yourselves just like I did, but this is absolutely crazy action here off of that news. I don't know why you're going up. So either way, just know, guys, okay, the market just got told that it can't have its candy. All right, like the market, and realize that the market is a giant, it's a toddler. Okay, it's literally a toddler that's crying, sitting there crying. And when it has its candy, when the mom just, and that the mom is the Federal Reserve, when the mom just gives him the candy, then he stops crying. But the second the candy gets taken away, he's probably going to start crying again. The candy just got taken away. The stock market, which is the toddler in this case, just got told that it can't just like have all of the candy at once, or it's going to get extremely fat and eventually it's just going to die. And they just got told that we are in the stage that we are dying, and we definitely can't have candy right now. That's kind of exactly what's going on. We're at the point right now where now, like, we're in the eye of the storm. We're in the recession. We just got told we are in the eye of the storm. So if they decide to do any dumb stuff now, well, it's very bad now. It's like that. It's like that. Okay, you're gonna die if you keep eating candy. So are you gonna keep eating candy, or you're not gonna keep eating candy? You're not gonna be eating candy, and it's going to suck. You're going to be in a bad mood, and that's what's probably going to be happening to the market. And I'm just saying, guys, the factors, all factors on the table are also pointing to that exact same outcome, where the baby just throws a temper tantrum, and maybe we just end up having some action like this. Like, I'm serious. It doesn't make sense for us to keep going up. Like, I'm the person saying that, like, guys, a rally is to be expected. Like, I was expecting this rally, all right? But I'm just saying, we are exhausted. The baby has just been told, like I said, he just got told that he's about to throw a temper tantrum, all right? Like, he can't have his candy anymore. It's wraps, okay? It's just wraps. But also, we do have to adjust our downtrend break. Actually, do we? No, we don't. Never mind. No, we don't. Actually, yeah, we will. Okay, we will have to start adjusting that, and it's probably going to be this, unless this candle is just a big red candle, and then it would be changed to that, and then this would be our our downward breakout, and that would actually put us right there. So I guess we didn't really need to adjust it, but it is better to have that on the table. But yeah, SPY, guys, SPY has this bear flag going on. And guys, I'm sorry, okay, this is a 14-minute video already. This is not the most organized video, but we are getting the job done. I think we are think we have a very clear. We know what's going on. We know what's on the table with pretty much everything at this point in time. Yes, it has been very disorganized, but it's like I said, it's gotten the job done. But yeah, guys, I don't think this is gonna last. Okay, I don't think this bullish action is going to last. I think it's gonna be rug pulled. I think it's gonna be a hard rug pull. I have reloaded pretty much actually everything and more until the August 5th expiration. All right. I luckily did not get wrecked on this because strictly because I did a little of what I was preaching, and I'm gonna be honest, I wish I took way more of the profits just like really close to the bottom here. I really do. Like that would have been pretty cool. We're at the bottom of the zone here. I thought it was just like it makes perfect sense. Okay, my contracts were almost in the money anyway, and the 295s did get in the money. But yeah, I mean, they literally got demolished. So, I mean, I really do wish I did that with more of them. I wish I took more profits. I wish I took like 90% of the profits, 95% of the profits. I didn't. Okay. So, I mean, it sucked. But, I mean, hey, guys, if you know something's about to go down, pull the trigger. Okay. 75 basis point hike. Why is it not going to rally? We've been preparing here on the channel for a 100 basis point hike. I mean, we've said 75. It's not like we've been solely preparing for that, but I told you guys what I expected to happen. I said if we get the 100 basis point hike, I expect we're going to come either very close to lows very quick, or we're going to come to lows very quick, and we might be breaking them. If we get the 75 basis point hike, what I've been saying is we're most likely going to see a minor sell-off, and then we're going to see a rally, because that's like what's been expected. That is exactly what I've been saying in most of my videos, and like, yeah, I mean, it was expected. So even though, like I said, it sucked that I didn't take the profits, okay? It sucked, okay? Like I told you guys, I wish I cut like the vast majority of the position on this big juicy red candle. Like, guys, if you were buying, like, if you guys like managed to get the exact same positions and buys as me, all right, you were up like a very good amount. All right, we were up like, I want to say like overall like probably 60, we'll say 80%, 60 to anywhere from 60 to 80%. Like, profits could have been taken. That's what I was saying. Like, the account will keep moving up. You're gonna miss some of these big ass bangers, but hey, the account will keep moving up, and it's the only way to really ensure it. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't have been able to take profits on that 100%. I mean, listen, the contracts I bought up here, yeah, they were up over 100%. But I mean, hey, I told you guys I had a bad entry. I was buying these days, which, I mean, I'm not going to be doing that moving forward. I'm going to be putting my efforts towards not doing that, because I acknowledged that I made a mistake there. But yeah, I mean, I can't go back and change what happened. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, you got a chance to take profits, but they weren't the 100%. But that's what I'm saying. Okay, if you see like it is about to happen, it's about to go down, you're about to get fucked, like really fucked. Like, dude, the 75 basis point hike. All right, when I heard that, I was like, oh geez, I saw a chance. We probably got exactly what I just said. You got the minor sell off, and then you started ripping. What happened? What happened? You started selling off, and then you started ripping. All right, that's exactly what happened. So like, you got to be taking advantage. This little sell off, if you know like you just got the thing that's probably gonna make it start ripping. Yes, you didn't get to take all your profits yesterday. Yes, it like at like way higher. Okay, you don't have to sell them like under break even here, but it's trade management. It's risk management. I mean, yeah, it is trade. Well, I mean, trade and risk management. I guess they're kind of the same thing, but yeah, it's risk management, guys. I'm sorry, but you got to pull the trigger. It's gonna suck, okay? But like, we're about to, honestly, I mean, I know I'm about to, because I pulled the trigger. I know I'm still about to have my opportunity to make an absolute shit ton of money. Now, I didn't make too much money off this because, like I said, I mean, I didn't take all the profits when I absolutely could have, and the next day they got demolished. But I'm not going to be missing my opportunity to make a lot of money. I really don't think this rally is going to be holding itself up, and even like separating the reason we're rallying from technical analysis. Technical analysis says we're probably not going to be going too much higher anyway. Like, maybe QQQ pushes up into this zone. I don't know. But, I mean, either way, we just got told it's a recession and we're still in overbought territory. Like, yes, your stochastics, yes, those are crossing up on everything. Okay, yes. but you're still in this overbought territory. And I mean, excuse me, the fundamentals of the market just are not all that right now. So there really is no reason to be running. All right. BTC USD, excuse me, sorry, I got the hiccups. Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you had your bearish divergence right here, and we started selling off shortly after we called that. But you're having this really strong comeback, so this is something we gotta keep on our radar here. We gotta keep this in mind. Bitcoin is seeing a very strong comeback, but hey, it's doing the same thing as a SPY. It's right at the top of its bear flag right here. So is it going to be stalling out? I think Bitcoin is going to be stalling out. You're right at that overbought territory too, and the Weevil oscillators actually are a lot different from those. And here you're even higher up there. But yeah, at the same time, while VIX is down here, guys, it's the big picture is the same exact thing we've seen for a while now. We're most likely going to be seeing a dump, and then we're going to see a big ass rip after the dump. Now, I want to talk about this. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I have ADHD. It's a thing. But yeah, now we're gonna finally talk about what I was trying to talk about in the beginning of the video. Now that I realize it, what makes sense for that weekly chart? Okay, what really makes sense? Well, okay, this thing. First of all, it is also conflicting that the stochastics on the weekly chart are in the oversold territory for VIX, while they are also they're not oversold for SPY and QQ. They're coming up, but I mean, if we do end up seeing one more fall, it's going to bring that back down there. VIX it's going to start shooting up. I don't know. So what I was saying is it makes sense that we start seeing that big rip in the month that we don't have any big catalysts coming up. We don't have any FOMC meeting. We don't hear from the Fed in the month of August. We only get, I think we get 2 rate hikes in September. We don't have anything in August. Yes, we have the normal CPI and manufacturing numbers, and retail sales, and any important. I'm sure there are other important numbers that I'm missing. But yeah, all right. Like it kind of makes sense that they would let that happen during this month of just Fed absency. Like they're not going to be there. All right, and at the same time, guys, I mean, it looks like the weekly chart looks bullish. I'm just saying we might have one more little sell off, and then guys, I'm ready. All right, I'm ready. I do think this is going to be a rather big sell off, guys. We just got told we're in a recession. I understand that rate hike didn't happen, but they did say they're going to have more rate hikes. I think another 0.75 basis point hike in September. And the market is, like I said, they have their candy right now. Everyone's like, oh yay, we're bullish. When in reality, no. Like I said, they're about to be told they can't eat their candy anymore. Like if they keep eating the candy, then it's not gonna end well. All right, maybe you get put on a tube or something. Like imagine the stock market probably already is on a tube. Like look at this thing. They've just been feeding it. Honestly, at this point. I mean, I guess you know what? I can't even say that anymore because you had this whole downturn. You had this whole breather right here. And this is like a big breather too. So we do have to keep in mind, hey, things have already fell. They have. I still think we're going to fall a lot more. But we do have to keep in mind this. The further we go down, the more risk for us going short there is. All right, so that is very true. But I mean, hey guys, we're gonna kill it either way because we have our whole stack of money that we call Mara, okay, that we're just gonna continuously rinse and repeat. And yeah, I mean, hey guys, Mara is going back up, but it's gonna come back down if the market comes back down. Just like if the market rallies, Mara's gonna rally. Well, if Bitcoin and the market rallies, then everything's Mara's gonna be rallying. So I guess we touched on everything. It was a longer video. It was the first video back in 3 or 4 days. That's okay. All right, that is perfectly fine. But yeah, let's just talk about our play. All right, TBLT. Okay, this is one that I told you guys. I didn't hear nobody else talking about it. I'd been on Reddit. All right, nobody else was talking about the share offering well in advance of it happening. Everyone was like, oh, those fucking assholes, they pulled the plug. No, in reality, like, this is literally the thing that I warned you guys the first day I told you guys about this play. I was like, guys, there is a share offering on the table. I'm just saying it's gonna happen. Now, the share offering I was referencing was at 190. They didn't do it for 190. They actually did it above the market price. So that is pretty cool. I don't know if it's the same one. I'm gonna have to look back into it. But hey guys, I did literally tell you guys this was on the table. We went from here all the way up here. There were plenty of profits to be taken right there. Plenty. All right. I actually was going to mention this video about a re-entry on this. Which, yeah, I mean, I was gonna make it right around here, around this $4 mark. Because like over here we had the break and retest. We flipped where we were holding up here. Thought it might have the same thing over there. And your 4-hour oscillators, they were also they were right in that oversold territory. But yeah, I mean, it looked like it would have been the right call. They did end up dropping news, and we are going on a pretty hefty run right here. And I'm just saying, guys, the short interest is still wicked high. All right, even though they had this offering, the short interest, it didn't change too much. It's still wicked high. So I mean, there's no point to not have this one on your radar. I don't play these microcaps unless I get the chance to get in on them early. Okay, if there's something with a catalyst, that means like if one of these has a catalyst and I'm getting in beforehand, that means it's probably trading flat, or it's not, like, it's just not having a lot of action, not getting a lot of attention. All right, but then when it moves, I know it's solely moving off that catalyst. I like that. All right, I like that. Like, the market moves off of all these different factors. I don't have to worry about that when I'm playing these microcap plays, because I'm only getting in ones that are going to be functioning exactly how I just said. They're only moving off of the reason I'm getting in. It's not, there's not going to be some random ass catalyst. And why do you think I look up the offerings on all of them before I ever get in? Because I like to know what's coming. Look at that, we're up 22%. Now, I'm just letting you guys know, I actually did not get in. I did not rebuy. I was waiting on my buy-in price, and I did not get it. But hey, guys, we already got a wicked, sick, nasty 200% gain off of this one. So there's no complaints if we don't get a re-entry on that one. But at the same time, I still think we will have a re-entry on this one, and I still think it will be running sick nasty. All right, this thing very well can. So yeah, something to keep on your radar. And guys, that is the video. I'm not trusting this rally we're having. I think we're going to be selling off abruptly, and I think it's going to make a lot of people lose their asses. People are going along right when we are overbought on this CCI and on the stochastic. Yes, your stochastic is crossing up, and your RSI is looking bullish. Everything's looking good, right? Wrong. You're in the overbought territory. You don't go long when you're in this above this line. You just don't do it. All right, just like you don't go short when you're under here. There's no reason. All right, why would we look at the VIX? Why would we be going short? All right, yes, it's moving down, but I mean, hey, we missed most of the move. Most of the move happened well before this. We could have just literally went like that. Yeah, before you went into that oversold territory right here. Right, it's 23%. I mean, we're never going short on the VIX. There's really no reason to be shorting the VIX. We will be doing that on the indices, but we'll be going long on the VIX. You go long when the VIX is oversold. You don't go short. All right. So yeah, that is the video, and don't get tricked out there. Peace.